Hey there, folks. It's A&T at the Arizona Ghostriders. I'm here in historic Prescott, Arizona, and we got mail. Say, A&T, could you do a video on entertainment in the Old West? Serial killer. Now, this is a pretty broad. Not that pretty broad. This is a vast subject, so this episode is going to be an overview, and we'll get more specific as time goes on. The Western territories of the 19th century were dotted with hard-working homesteads and towns bent on making a success of the new frontier. Yet, at the end of the working day, they didn't have a TV to switch on, an internet to browse, or even an Xbox to play. Families would often read books, play music, providing they had instruments, or play games. In town, the population had more to choose from. Saloons, brothels, and dance halls offered libations and, companionship. Gambling was a form of entertainment. That is, if you were winning. Losing leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to the dark side. Along the lines of gambling, folks could attend prize fights, races, and other sports activities which passed the time and might even make you a little money. On a larger ranch operation, the cowboys on their free time would compete with certain job-related skills. These games would eventually turn into the modern rodeo. Traveling shows like plays and circuses were welcomed into communities because they were different and exciting. Wild Bill Hickok's wife, Agnes Lake, was a circus performer. Hickok saw her in Kansas and was so impressed with her horseback riding skills that he started to court her. She was equally impressed with his shooting prowess. Some towns started local bands to break the monotony of their day-to-day grind. They would play at social gatherings, usually sponsored by the town or maybe even the church. Incidentally, these gatherings were also intended to bring the townsfolk together to build a better sense of community. In George Hand's journal regarding his daily life as a saloon owner, it is evident that the workday toil was typically uneventful and maybe even boring. I'm bored. Want to go rob a stagecoach? The biggest excitement was the mail stage coming in with news and mail.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a-rumbling down the street. Oh, don't let him pass my door.
Well, think about that. Doesn't the excitement of reading a piece of mail or hearing news stories entertain you? Well, maybe not as much as a car race, but back then, that was pretty exciting stuff. Hey, Arizona Red. This episode is about entertainment in the Old West. What do you think they did for entertainment back then? Well, folks, therein lies another episode. Now, that was just an overview, and in the future we plan on being a little more specific. So, as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on down the trail. You like that ride?
Yes, I do.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
See, why are your eyes crossing?
What crossed?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not crossing your eyes?
Nah.
You're okay.
I see both of you just fine.
Yeah.